What is up, guys? It's the PlayStation Pikachu, and welcome to episode 23 of Let's Play Spyro 3, Year of the Reignited Dragon. In the last episode, we took care of the rest of Bamboo Terrace. Now we're getting the skill points I missed real quick, and then we'll take care of the new areas. Evening Lake, known as the Frozen Altar. The skill point I'm doing right now is to beat up a bunch of funky chickens in the most funky way imaginable. But they're really not funky beyond their helmets are multicolored. And I should mention that there is in fact 2 of them. So, if you want to get the skill point, make sure to get them both. You saw me get them just now. Another one I missed, well, one that I meant to get earlier, is in the Icy Peak. There's basically an area in the sub-area of Icy Peak with all the supercharges. All you have to do is ride the whirlwind that'll take you to the highest point of the level, and then glide to an itty-bitty little platform, and there you go. The skill point is yours. After that, we will head to another frozen area, this time the Frozen Altar. Also, I really hope we don't run into that brazenly avaricious, duplicitous, larcenous earth sign in that area. I've seen enough of it. Seriously. But anyway, of course, I have my usual old Halloween spirit with me. Hi. Here's the whirlwind. Going up and 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 over there. Jeez. Really stuck in that. Glide all the way to that little platform. Bam! Instant skill point. How do you like me now? I'm king of the... Oh wait, that's not the highest point. Never mind. But anyway, we are heading back to the Evening Lake. And once we're there, we will go into the Frozen Altars proper. I wanted to get those 2 skill points out of the way real quick because I kept forgetting to get them. So, I decided, you know what? Let's do it now. So, let's see if I can find them. Oh, hey, Bentley's here.
I believe the denizens of this land plan to create a rocket propulsion device of some kind in order to help you with your journey.
Actually, no,
I'll try to be of some assistance, but I'm afraid you'll still need a representative from each world in order to complete the device.
Oh, okay.
So, like usual, basically, just to complete every level, then you'll be able to head to the next part. Also, you know what? I'll save that for later. Let's head into the Frozen Altar. So, you were about to talk about this level?
Yes, there's a few things I can say about this level. One, in the original game, the penguins sounded like they were stoned off their butt.
Welcome to Frozen Altars, Spyro. On behalf of the Ice Fairies, I want to grant you a special power for as long as you stay in our world.
What?
I would use these things. I have only papers.
Is this some kind of cruel joke?
No, that's actually how they sounded in the original game. They sounded like they were stoned off their butt. Oh, and I also remember this level
That
No,
sounds
it's not
pretty
because
morbid.
it's not because I'm Canadian. Not all Canadians are hockey. You can see that right now. I'm not a fan of hockey. But this cat hockey, you'll see why I like it.
Cat
Oh
hockey?
yeah, by the way, the snowman. You guys know I'm a Dark 2 fan, so I have to do this. But these snowmen that are only rising because you're thinking of something. Think of the melting.
Did I get
Think
my
of the
flippers
melting.
on that rotten beer?
What?
But you never saw the Dark 2 Christmas special called The Snowman, where there was killer snowmen? And I mean, they killed.
That sounds pretty horrifying.
Well, imagine a sharp-toothed snowman smiling at you like he's gonna eat ya.
Great! Now you're gonna give me nightmares. Thanks!
Hey, please don't look up the episode. Here's a better Christmas episode for you to look up, but this one's actually very interesting. Their own take on the Christmas Carol. And when you got Duck 2 and Christmas Carol, you know it's gonna be good. By the way, that's not where the snowmen show up. They show up in the episode called The Snowman. Which is probably like the second episode of Clara.
So anyway, here's the main
Which, by
gimmick.
the way, Clara is important because she's known as the Impossible Girl. She actually showed up in the previous episode, the Dalek Asylum.
What makes her so impossible? What, is she impossible to defeat or something?
No, I don't know if I should spoil, technically.
Eustace and I were having a snowman building competition when the sorceress brought them to life with a spell. Since then, they've been stomping around, building ice walls, and generally
Fair
causing
enough.
trouble.
So anyway, for
What
this
if you tried melting
level,
the snowman
the main
using the
gimmick
laser?
here
I do it
is
myself, but,
these
you
little
know,
solar panels
flippers.
that reflect the sun's rays onto your enemies and literally burn them to a crisp. I know it may be morbid, but it can also be used to take out the certain ice walls that get in your way. Also, you see that giant snowman? Yeah, we're going to need to use that solar panel in order to get rid of it. And as you do, he runs around like he's a chicken with his head cut off. And as you zap him with the ray, he shrinks until nothing is. And here's another main gimmick for this level. Your flame breath becomes the ice breath. You freeze your enemies, block ice, and after charge, bang! Instant.
It would be easy to get up to that treasure if you had something to stand on.
Yeah. Sometimes you shouldn't be so quick to kill your enemies while they're in ice block because, as you can see, I now have literally no means of reaching that treasure.
Yeah, sometimes the ice bucket's used for the platforming. So you gotta look at your surroundings first while freezing the enemies. Also, I like doing this to the small dudes, because this is hilarious, okay? The small ones that throw those fire rocks at you. Okay, well, while they're in the middle of throwing a fire rock at you, putting the ice stuff. Take out, now be careful with doing this, because sometimes it can be difficult depending on when you flame them. Take out the ice rock pile, then when they unfreeze, dodge their fire rock if they had one in hand when you did this. And then when they're done, they just start looting you, even when you're looking. This is a reference to Spyro 1, of course, with those dwarves boomed, yeah, but only when you weren't looking. And by the way, if you flamed them while they were mooning, their pants would stay down and they disappeared. But yeah, and it's no exception here. You can make them die when their pants are down. But it's a little bit easier because they do it while you're looking at them. So yeah, you can even have Spyro's face right in there if you wanted to.
Okay, now unpleasant thoughts are appearing in my mind, but
Yeah.
at the same time, that thought is...
stand us a few feet away, just wants to be dummies. Just, here, have my butt. Yeah.
I thought the mooning was exclusive to the Peacekeeper Norg. Apparently not.
Here too. This is another reason why this one's memorable. Not just the cat hockey or the snowman. Which, by the way, if you pirated Spyro 3 back in the day, yeah, you'd have some problems with snowman. Either not let it go, keep throwing you repeatedly in animations, or basically, yeah, you just find some kind of animation of you getting through after you're thrown, but you're standing right next to yourself, literally, so you have both playable Spyro and animation Spyro.
Wow.
You can look up all kinds of videos of people hacking Spyro 3. In fact, apparently this is a thing. People have a challenge to... oh my god. They speedrun pirated Spyro 3. So basically, the pirated glitches that can actually prevent you from actually being able to finish the game.
That's seriously a thing?
Hello?
Eustace and I were having...
That's seriously a thing?
Yeah, look it up right now. There's people out there speedrunning the pirated Spyro 3 Classic. All because it's pretty much almost impossible to actually beat. Because it doesn't... You pirate Spyro 3, it not only gives you enough glitches to hinder your progress, but... and also weirdly weird out your progress so that you go to the area before, but then you go to a different area and it like takes forever to get to the end of the course. And then when you do get to the end, it doesn't let you finish the final boss, and it just prevents you from getting the ending, and it's your save and start you back from the beginning, basically. In other words, they want you to buy the game, don't steal it. And not because Insomniac was money grubbing insurance like companies nowadays, no. They just don't like the idea of stealing, and they don't want you to steal it. They wanted you to get it like everyone else, basically, as a fair game, basically. In other words, you pirate the game, you can't fit, and they basically make it so that you can't finish it. Now, of course, it did take forever to bypass this little anti-piracy measure when it came to emulation ROMs. It took some time to get this dealt with.
And honestly, what I find funny is that there are certain people who pirated certain games and think that the game itself is glitched up when it's intentional. And whenever I see stuff like that, all I'm thinking is, yar har fiddly. Being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want as a pirate. You are a pirate.
You're a pirate. Get up. Oh ho ahoy in a fast. Being a pirate is really badass.
Spyro, I have just received word from my little brother. He appears to be having some trouble with a Yeti.
Yes, I memorized both versions of the song.
That damn Yeti took my ball. I told him to give it back or you'd kick his lousy butt, but he wouldn't listen.
Right, so anyway...
I knew you'd do it!
We
Go
have...
and show him not to mess with us! Remember to block his high punches and hit him low when he tries to block.
Anyway, for this part,
I know what LimeWire is, because I used to use the thing when I had an iPod Nano 2nd generation.
Cool.
I used it like a crap ton of times, basically.
Wow.
It would connect with my iTunes app, and it would install all the songs into my iPod Nano 2nd generation. And I just downloaded the songs for free with LimeWire, or I used a CD and inserted it into iTunes.
So anyway...
LimeWire was the best thing back in the day. It's sadly gone.
But anyway, for this game, we have Betsy boxing against... Wait, is that the Yeti from Colossus? I thought he got crushed by a statue from his own roar. I thought it was all bark. I gotta say, still really doesn't put up a good fight. I beat him handily on here.
You really showed him. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my
I
ball.
actually have a little story with this fight here, okay? Like, yeah, you have a skill point for beating him in 2 rounds. But
You should go back and kick his butt again. Make him give me my ball back.
Okay, so
This time,
during the
it'll be a
3-round fight that
3-round
you're
match.
supposed to get the
And
skill
when you
point
win,
from,
don't let him send you off with a
I
stupid
panicked and
A.
just mashed the buttons, and I somehow beat him in 1 round. Got the freaking skill point at the same time, yes. But I am still baffled how the F I did this in 1 single solitary round. Just panicked and mashed the buttons. How did I do this? I never know. And I have yet to replicate it.
That's the fun! Do something!
Are you referencing Pigeon from Dust in the Elysian Tale?
Mash the buttons! Do something!
Maybe. So I gotta say, the Yeti puts up much more of a fight this time around, because he actually kinda has me on the wire here.
Yeah.
We're mostly neck and neck a lot of this fight. No, that could be because I barely guard, but man, it was
What
great.
the heck? Okay, I'm looking at the Steam app, and now there's a Steam point
Only
system
2 more
for
rounds to
new
go.
emoticon,
You're doing great.
Ends and stuff. I'm like, what?
Alright, round 2. It's just like a regular fight. When the timer runs out, basically, he gains an itty bit of health, and then keep fighting. I wonder what happens if you run out of time in 3 rounds where you have to complete it. I wonder what would happen then. Well, it doesn't matter since. Bam! Wham! Come on! Just. Come on! There! Knock out!
Hey, this isn't my
I
ball.
get the skill
It's just
point.
another stupid egg.
And. Stupid egg! What is wrong with you? It's for. These have cute little dragons in it. That ungrateful Yeti. I wonder if he ever gets his ball back.
We never got that back. I even, and as a kid, tried to go back and do the fight again after getting the egg, and it didn't change anything. So they did the same ending.
I didn't
And
even.
it turns out that the Yeti didn't have his ball.
Odd. Was the Yeti only pretending to have
I'm gonna guess so.
So this was also was thinking not just to get bent. And then gotta say that is not okay.
Say,
Oh,
Spyro,
no, it's
you're
that
a sports
brazenly
fan, aren't you?
avaricious,
As you
duplicitous,
probably
larcenous,
know,
earth
Frozen
signing again.
Altars is the birthplace of the great sport of cat hockey. Today's match is sold out, of course, but I just happen to have a spare ticket that I'll sell you for, say, a teensy-weensy markup.
I'll pass.
Off you go, then, but you'll regret it. Many years from now, you'll sit on your old dragon haunches and wish with all your might for just one more chance to see a game of cat hockey.
The way he says, we will be wishing we'd seen that in our elderly years is just absurd. But he's just like, dude, there's really a game where cats are used as a puck? What? That's something I don't want to think about. Now, there's this one egg way over at the end that I can't really tell how to get to. Well, for a while I didn't know. But, yeah, I kept trying and trying, and I just kept failing at it. And up until a certain point. Eventually I just stopped trying and just paid that brazenly avaricious, duplicitous, larcenous sign. Sure.
Head
You know
on
what,
in,
I love
Spyro.
cat
It should
hockey.
be a thrilling match.
I'll just pay
In
him.
fact, I've even placed a little wager on the Rhynocs team.
about that. Apparently
Let's
it's
just
working
hope
out
the
again.
local team doesn't have any last-minute accidents.
Well, here we go.
I challenged a Rhynoc to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper while training. Would you mind taking my place? Great. Freeze the cats and push them into my goal to score.
We're freezing cats? Oh god.
It's cat hockey. Now, of course, I don't like the idea of freezing cats because it moves them to a scratching post. But, the cats are cute, and I like cats, okay? That's the only reason why I like cat hockey, because cats are cute.
Yeah, but isn't it a little messed up that we're freezing a bunch of cats solid? I mean, they do thankfully thaw it out, but I'm surprised that you're not offended by this or something.
Not to mention, I've actually been able to hate this before and just get every single cat in.
Well
into them.
done.
I'll just freeze
I think
the
you
Rhynocs
deserve to
all
keep the
and just not
Champions
let him
Cup.
get a single one. In fact, I'll even take the one from him. Just freeze him and then right now.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about
In
this.
fact, even though the game is over, I will go in there while he's practicing, steal his cats from his goddamn egg net, and steal the cats from him and just put them all in my net. I get all the cats.
Well, at least they thaw out,
Yeah.
so it's not too bad. Like, I'm not emotionally scarred or anything, but still. But then again, I love playing Pokemon games, and there's a lot of stuff that could be considered worse than that series. So, who am I to complain about a round of cat hockey? So here's a little compilation of me failing to get that one egg in that one area. Basically, he's on this little rooftop area. And eventually, I just gave up and looked it up. So,
Thanks for
anyway,
helping out,
let's just talk to this
Spyro.
guy and get it
Why
out
don't
of
you
the
take
way
this?
quick.
The Rhynocs were trying to fry it with a laser, but you stopped them just in time.
Jana. We saved Jana. And the door is open. Now we have a means to get around much like usual. However, I was hoping that it would help me find a way to get that one egg, but sadly, that wasn't the case. Let's slide over here. Did you ever have a hard time getting that one of the eggs in the frozen altars?
No, well, unless you count the Yeti battle being a little tricky because, well, it's impossible to know where any of the punches will come from because, you know, it's basically randomized. It's AI that's smart and will know when you're trying to hit them and will basically block wherever you're gonna go unless you can be quick or trick the AI basically into thinking you're gonna go somewhere else. So basically trick it into one area so that it'll block there, but then you quickly go to the opposite area just to take it out basically.
Yeah, that's pretty...
So like say for example, trick it into thinking you're gonna start punching its face so that it'll block its face and then go for the stomach.
Funny. The way Bentley punches its torso, it kind of looks like Bentley's punching that Yeti private.
It's the model shape. It's designed, okay? It's like how Crash Bandicoot has no neck. He's basically a hench. He's got one nipple. He's got one pack. One single pack. He's got no neck.
Fair enough.
Yeah. In fact, that was a big mistake in one of the dialogue lines when it came to Crash Bandicoot 4, the Rapid Cortex. Crunch is like, I'm gonna wrap my hands over this guy's puny orange neck. But then you look at the model for Crash, you're like, where's the neck? It's basically a mistake. Also, Crunch is voiced by the guy who voiced Gantu in Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
We should do some Crash Bandicoot facts when you play Crash Bandicoot, of course. I've actually gotten into Crash Bandicoot recently.
Speaking of which, why don't we do some Spyro facts? Like, what kind of anti-piracy things are seen in the original Spyro 3?
Well, I would go through the list, but it's easier to just go look up videos, basically. There's a lot of videos on that from the old days. Honestly, I've given you guys thousands of facts about Spyro over the years. Over the years that we've been playing this game, the Reignited trilogy on your channel, of course, I've given you guys a lot of facts. So, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of stuff I didn't know because I was, playing I only played the original trilogy. Only played a small segment of the original Spyro 2, so everything else is pretty blind. So... Oh, and I know I said it once before, I think it was in the very first episode of Spyro 2, that I preferred Money Baggy's original Spyro 2 voice, but as I kept playing through the Reignited trilogy, honestly, I'm starting to lean towards Moneybags' Reignited voice.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, actually. I prefer some things from the Reignited trilogy, but I'm still going to play the original because, well, this Reignited trilogy is not the definitive version. And it's the same that goes with Crash Bandicoot, I find, by looking it up more. I would probably rather play the original over the NC trilogy, but I'll still play the NC trilogy, even though that's technically my first version of the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. And I don't think it would be defined yet, because if I play the original, I'm probably going to prefer it more for many things that I learned from Ken and Chris, who is a big Crash Bandicoot fan. Basically the complete opposite of me, basically. His childhood hero was Crash Bandicoot, and well, the third game was his first. Yeah, I'm a Spyro fan. Spyro was my first ever game. I forget which one. It was either 2 or 3. That was the first one I played. Ken and Chris played Crash Bandicoot 3 first, and then went to Crash Bandicoot 2, and then eventually looked into Crash Bandicoot 1. And he described it like this: Crash Bandicoot 3 was like eating. I forget the name of the things he said, so I'll try to describe it as best as I can. Basically, eating some very cool cake with whipped cream on it. Crash Bandicoot 2 was like one of those chocolate cookies, laxative things. And then Crash Bandicoot 1 was like eating a brick. Well, then again, that not only describes like how little there is to Crash Bandicoot 1, but it also describes how difficult it is. Now, he does explain this, however, when reviewing the Insane Trilogy. The first game is basically the definitive version, and you should only play the Insane version, especially since there's saving. Yeah, you couldn't really save in the original. That was basically the worst part. So yeah, I will still try out the original version, but I'm probably going to stick with the Insane version because, well, the saving, of course, really is a lifesaver.
Yeah, so anyway, in the next episode, we will be heading
for the other two, they're not the definitive versions, and they have their problems. And I can say the same thing with Spyro Reignited